recently, the White House put out a statement that insinuated that it would be useless for there to be an armed society to protect themselves from a tyrannical government because we don't have F-16 aircrafts. Ultimately saying that an armed country, an armed group of individuals cannot protect themselves without aircraft. Now, I understand what they're getting at. Ultimately, saying is with the technology of weapons today, having something like a sporting rifle is you can't protect yourself from an F-16 aircraft. Yes and no. To suggest that 100 million plus potentially armed Americans are useless because we don't have aircraft is foolish. That is darn foolish. That is foolish to suggest. If you took the armed citizens in America, and you put them together, you'd have the largest military in the world. Definitely in the world. There was a reason why Japan didn't invade mainland USA. They said there would be a rifle behind every blade of grass. And it's only gotten significantly more. And back then, we're talking bolt rifles. Now we're talking sporting rifles. Hundreds of millions of them and potentially out there. And ultimately what you have is at least tens of millions of well-armed American citizens. So to suggest that somehow your F-16 could stop that, that's the foolish statement. That is the foolish statement. Would it be challenging to defend yourself against a tyrannical government with F-16 aircraft? Well, of course it would be challenging, but not impossible. Definitely not impossible. And in the end, how do you defend yourself against 100 million armed citizens? You don't. You can't. That is the impossibility. And so it's important that we don't let statements like this deter us. Because ultimately the biggest piece in that is really telling people that you can't protect yourself against a tyrannical government. You're just going to have to submit to the will of that tyrannical government, because you can't defend yourself against it. It would be futile, just a waste of time. That's a dangerous message to be sending, and it's definitely a dangerous message to be taking in and accepting. So don't accept that statement. Don't accept the idea that somehow, because you don't have an F-16 aircraft, that you can't defend yourself against a tyrannical government. Of course you can. That's what the Second Amendment was written for. Any thoughts or insight on any of that, definitely put that in the comments below. If you like this video, click like and subscribe. Feel called to support this channel with the Patreon. That link is also below. But the most important part of this channel is we take prayer requests. So please don't ever hesitate to send that in. Thank you for watching this episode of God, Family, and Guns. And as always, love God, love your family, love guns.